In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring.
You shall not pass!
An alliance once existed between elves and men. Long ago we fought and died together. What have we done?
Southern Viking! Show back TJC! The Maniac Joker's voice! Happy day, Dino Buddy! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the shit show of Lord of the Rings. My God, what a giant dump. I can see Tolkien fans across the world screaming at Jeff Bezos. Cast the bitch into the fire. Destroy her. Bezos.
Oh, Lord have mercy. only 2 more episodes. Only 2 more.
What in the hell did I just watch?
It's a lesson in how not to do a battle or anything.
Not Tolkien? If
Not
I say
how
anything,
volcanoes work.
Don't get your Tolkien from Rings of Power. Just don't.
My avatar is what I feel like I'm slowly becoming watching this.
I can't.
There is no darkness except in a fresh moonrise dew. What the fuck is this shit? All darkness needs to be kept at bay. Is the bringing of the dawn. Oh my God! Shut up, you insufferable twat!
There's something about you can't quench your thirst with seawater, but I thought the sea was always right.
You must let what they did go to you. I'm gonna cut this bitch for killing my brother. Bitch, you just spent 10 minutes talking to this motherfucker about letting shit go and not letting stuff get to you, and you're like, I'm gonna gut this motherfucker for what happened to my brother.
You're gonna be the last one alive. I'm gonna kill all your children, and at the very end, I'm gonna say I killed them all, and then nope, we're gonna kill you. What the hell? Okay.
She's just an absolute cow. Just when you think she can't get any more.
I loved her at the head of the army riding that white horse. It looked, man, just so heroic.
At least she wasn't baring her teeth. If she had been smiling, I would have been like, nope, I'm out.
Yes.
How did your wife die? Random nonsense. She drowned.
So right.
Oh my God, I love that.
I used to look to the east when I was out at sea for the sunrise, and then to the west over the land in the evening.
Under the hill.
Why
She
have you
drowned.
never seen a sunrise before? Like, you're on an island, you've never seen the sunrise or set over the water before. Where have you been looking all your life?
I thought, okay, maybe they saw land, and I looked. I'm like, because the way Isildur was looking like, oh, there's land, because Galadriel's like, oh, I've seen it for an hour.
Hell, I've been looking at it for an hour.
Ooh, what do your elf eyes see? And then he's like, oh, and she turns around and looks, and I'm expecting to see fucking land, and there's the sun. I'm like, okay, where the hell's the land? That scene, boner killer. They led up to this big thing. You're gonna see land, and all you see is the sun peeking over the water. Okay, whatever.
And how big is the inside of that freaking ship?
They got their shipbuilding skills from Star Trek Discovery.
Yep. Or the TARDIS.
I was gonna say it's a TARDIS ship.
But Matt Smith's on the other show, not this one.
And the funny thing was, when I thought it couldn't get any bigger, they opened up the door to the Queen's quarters.
Although Star and I were talking about this on Shield Maidens. Okay, there are some good actors in this show, y'all.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
They're Games of Thrones alums, and I mean, I don't fault the actors because they have chops. They actually, you've seen them in other shit, and it's like, hey, they know what they're doing.
it's the writing.
You see what they're given and the way they're directed. It's all, it's a dance. You got the writing, the direction, the actor. It's symbiotic. And when one is weak, it's going to trickle down, and then you're going to have like, what the hell are you doing? Because I don't fault the actors. They're working actors. They're trying to do a job, get paid. Okay.
I don't know anybody who wrote Galadriel that damn badly deserves to be shot.
Well, whoever it is, whoever's doing the writing for Galadriel, has SGS. It is now confirmed SGS, short Galadriel syndrome. Galadriel cannot have healthy relationships because of her shortness. She's only like 5'4". She has to constantly feels the need to go and prove herself that she is better than any man. It's short Galadriel syndrome. Go look up short man syndrome, short stature syndrome, and just apply it to Galadriel, and you're like, oh my God, it totally makes sense.
I'm gonna tell you what, some of them moves she made on that horse, dodging arrows, spears, swords, and whatnot. I mean, that looked like something the Native Americans were doing, shooting from one side of their horse and dodging everything. Oh,
And yet you have cool Ocean who's fighting one orc who looks like he's going to keel over at any minute, short of breath. I'm like, well, I'd love to see Galadriel against this orc.
There is a scene, and again, this is the big trope. This is what we're led to believe. I saw a 110-pound woman, not Galadriel, one of the villager women, one of the humans, backhand a 200-pound orc and send him flying. You see a 110-pound villager, a woman, backhand an orc, and he crumples to the ground like nothing.
Some
Like a
real
little punk.
accommodating stuntmen. Really.
You mean all those orcs that they smartly kept alive? Those orcs? We're gonna keep them alive as our prisoners. Why?
all I can say is I don't see how there were any villagers left after both of those battles. I mean, it was just unbelievable. All the people getting killed, and then outside it looked like there was, at least 100 of them left.
Are we loving it? Oh, yeah, it's a special kind of love, Six.
Yeah.
It's a really special kind of love.
Yeah. How did they know? How did they know to come into battle thundering like that to that one village out of all the damn villages in the whole Southland?
Yep.
That one friggin' village.
Because they read the script.
Yeah.
And you cannot run horses like that.
No.
You
Because it
cannot
was
run
still
horses
daylight.
like that.
It was daylight when they landed, but it was dark when they were fighting.
Yep. The villagers, when they were fighting, it was dark, but
it was
daylight when they
daylight. So
landed.
those horses had to have run a day and a night and another day when they got there. Because then wasn't it daylight when they finally got there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But the fight was at night, but yet we saw the horse. So those horses ran for a day and a night and then got there in the day. And I was just like, how?
No, yeah, it doesn't happen.
Even the Rohirrim knew they had to rest, but then they looked after their horses.
That's right. And you can't wear heavy armor like that and run your horses all day and all night.
Yeah.
It's called saving your horses.
And if that was Galadriel's leadership, she sucks. Because she should know that. But they wouldn't have been there in time to save the battle. So yeah, it's the writing. It's the writing.
And yeah, the Rohirrim had to rest every single night on the way. They didn't just run all day and all night for 3 days to get to Gondor. It doesn't work like that. Tolkien knew that. Fucking Peter Jackson knew that. They know that, but it's, it's Amazon. So, and people are going to be like, oh my God, Loki, you're picking on it for no reason. Bull epping shit.
No,
don't get me started on if any show right now deserves it, it's this show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fantasy, Loki. If Tolkien could do it, they could have found a way to do this and make it great. And they have shit all over this. The one positive thing out of this episode was we didn't get any fucking Harfoots. The little killer wannabe hobbits that kill each other and eat each other and laugh about, oh, well, Barnaby over there, he got eaten by fucking bees and we had the leftovers. Good guy. We ate him on the road.
Nobody left behind. And they're left behind.
We don't leave them behind.
They're wanting to, we might as well just kill them.
They make a good
with them.
Take the wheels. Take the wheels.
Take those wheels. I'm like, bitch.
You unsufferable little fucks.
But Loki, you have to remember that the hobbits didn't want anything to do with anybody else.
No. Not true at all. The hobbits didn't want any trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you showed up and you brought beer and party, they were like, welcome to the village. That's all you had to do was bring a party with you. Bring a party in your pants. Bring a party in the wagon. And the hobbits fucking loved you to death. They just didn't want any trouble. Don't go looking for trouble, and no trouble's going to find you. That's what they said.
When
This is
Gandalf showed up, he was just the guy who brought fireworks to the Shire to most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fireworks, y'all! Fireworks! Gandalf, fireworks!
Mm-hmm.
You know, he brought the party.
Well,
They partied. It was all
The
good.
Shire was meant to be this idyllic place, this perfect place where everybody wanted to go and just chill out. And now it's just like, we don't want these psychos settling there.
Yeah. It was the cheers of the Tolkien world, but not now.
And everybody's so dirty. It's like,
They're all
look at those
everyone,
standing in the
everyone's
rain for
dirty.
10 minutes.
Except Bronwyn, who manages to still look with perfect hair and
Oh,
makeup,
yeah.
even though she gets shot by arrow.
Wait a minute. Is Bronwyn sports bra?
Yep.
Yes, Bronwyn
Okay.
is sports bra.
Okay, that's just. I'm sorry, but that's what I call her. Says up, sports bra's in trouble.
Sports bra.
Middle Earth sports bra. Who knew?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knew?
what
Middle
I'm
Earth
supposed
sports
to
bra. And Cool Ocean. I don't know his name besides Cool Ocean. Oh, Cool Ocean's on top, firing arrows. That's just. Yeah.
Pretty much.
No animals were harmed in this episode. Most were CGI, and the few real ones had their pronouns respected. I imagine, man, Squatch.
Oh my God, dead.
Yeah, printed cotton armor. Chris Persia, yes. Printed cotton
yes.
armor.
I was watching very closely on this episode. I've heard y'all say that. I'm like, okay, what? I gotta watch. Yes, it's like we saw some rubber armor. I'm like, where's the detail? Where's the money, y'all? Where's the money? Where did the money go?
Not into armor production
No.
because
it's pretty, but no.
6, she wears a sports bra. She's got like I
see it.
kid you not, you can see it. She's got a sports bra on. Someone in not makeup, God, someone in
Wardrobe.
Thank you. Someone in wardrobe decided this bitch needs to wear a Middle Earth sports bra.
Mhm.
And they designed her a Middle Earth sports bra. That's where all the money went in wardrobe, was making sports bras for sports bra. Bronwyn or whatever the fuck her name is.
Why was she even there? She picks flowers and she's a healer. She should have been inside tending to the injured. That's a job. And now she's like, I'm going to be a warrior
Yeah, she's out there leading the fight with Cool
in my
Ocean.
sports bra. No armor. Got
And
no
she sticks
weapons. Just
Theo
got
in there.
lanterns and sticks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Although
Theo.
she said,
You're
Go
right,
ahead.
Arwen. Arwen,
Yeah.
you are absolutely right. Theo is in the hut protecting the children when she needs to be in the damn hut doing her medicine, because she is the doctor. She's supposed to be the doctor. She's supposed to be the medicine woman.
Mhm.
But that's not no.
But
We
she's
got to
on the
have her
front
out there
line.
shooting arrows on the front line.
I will say one thing. At least Galadriel was consistent. She was still standing on the ship. I don't think she ever sat down for the whole voyage.
her knees don't bend. They
Ooh.
don't.
except for the Southland king, wannabe king, that they're
Yeah.
all like, oh my God, everyone hail. If I was a villager and I had never seen this son of a bitch before, you think I'm be like, hail king? I'm be like, who the hell you think you are? Where the hell you been, bitch? We've been out here dying and fighting and bleeding, and you show up and you're like, I'm your king? Kiss my fat white ass.
Yeah.
He doesn't even say anything. Like, are you the king that was promised? He just stands there and goes, yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the king. I'm the
Hi.
king.
Hi.
Oh God.
While Galadriel's going, oh, you're so charming. Hi.
Mm-mm. But did y'all notice? Okay, Theo's in there because he's supposed to protect the women and children. But then when he comes out, this big, strong, burly guy comes out right behind him. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah, like, he can't even look after himself.
I'm like,
He's
what
an
the fuck is the
idiot.
big, strong, burly guy doing in there when he needs to be outside killing these orcs? He's in there with Theo and the women and children. He looked fine. There was nothing wrong with him. He didn't look impaired or wounded. Or
He
I'm
has
like, nope.
he has Middle Earth limp wrist.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god, I left the laundry on the line. I'll be back.
Dead.
I'm just amazed at how great the elf is, the Cool Breeze is with his arrows. I mean, right there at the first scene, you know, when they're attacking the keep, you know, he has that one shot with that arrow with a little fire on it. And as soon as it hits that one damn thing, big old giant rope with all kinds of stuff, instantly breaks. And, you know, the tower starts falling.
Oh, don't forget the spinny move straight out of not Mandalorian, but Boba Fett, where Cool Ocean spins on one toe like a ballerina and shoots 180 degrees behind him.
Remember in Two Towers when Legolas were trying to shoot the Urukai to stop him blowing up the wall?
Yeah.
And he missed?
Yeah.
Because he was under so much pressure. No, Cool Breeze can do everything.
Oh, he
hit him 3 times. Legolas did too. Legolas hit that berserker 3 times and couldn't take him down.
Mm-hmm.
No one's perfect, but God, everybody in this shit is. Joker Boys with a $5 super chat. Bronwyn, let's destroy this fortified tower and go to the open air mini village.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. Nah, we'll be fine. Thank you, Joker Boys.
That was one thing we even were talking about. Yeah, let's just go to this village with no walls, no defenses, no nothing, when you got a big keep up here that you can defend. Yeah.
How many more episodes do we have? We have 2 more episodes. 2 more. Chris Persia with 25-month member chat. He's been a member of Loki's Frost Giants for 25 months. Brother, thank you. He says, but at least Sports Bra was able to do what Cool Ocean couldn't. Terminate the biggest orc in the village that was throwing Cool Ocean like a rag doll.
God, I saw that coming 10 miles away. I'm
how
like,
many of y'all?
right.
How many of y'all laughed your ass off when Cool Ocean stabbed him in the eye with that thing, and then pulled it out, and the blood's just like squirting all over his face? How many of you didn't? How many of you expected him to be like, "Oh, it got my mouth! It got my mouth! It got my mouth! Bring me some water!"
But then after he stood up, after Sports Bra came in and of course predictably saved the day, stabbed the orc from behind and saved her man. When Cool Ocean stands up, it's all gone from that side of his face and his mouth. He's perfectly clean. Yeah. He's got a little smudge on the other side of his face, but that's it. I'm like, where's the blood, y'all? Where's the goo? You had goo all over your face. Where did it go?
Well, at least he finally made his move on her in the garden before the battle.
God, finally. It's like, shit, just grab that woman and kiss her. Be a man, damn it. Grab her and kiss her.
Don't even care. Is anybody really invested in this romance?
Nope.
It's not like
I don't care. I hope all of them did die in that pyroclastic flow.
I do.
How many of you expect Bronwyn to go and take Cool Ocean and she strips off the wooden armor and she yanks down his pants and there's nothing there, and him just to look at her and go, "I'm sorry, sweetheart, but the writing team felt I should be as anatomically correct as a Ken doll."
Grey Worm from Game of Thrones had more game than this guy.
Definitely.
God, but I wasn't bored. I will say that. For this episode, like the last 2, I wasn't bored. But y'all riddle me this. Why the hell was the queen there? Why was the Queen of Numenor there? I don't get it. Did I miss something?
That's what they wrote.
I'm like, why the hell was she there?
Yeah, well, why the hell is Galadriel a warrior princess instead of a mage? I mean,
but is that part of their prophecy that she had to be there?
No.
Maybe what I think my problem is, honestly, and I'm being very serious. All jokes aside, I'm trying to make sense of this. and there's no sense to be found because they're all over the map with the lore. They're pulling shit from the third age, sticking it in the second age. We got a little first age mixed over here. We've got characters that don't even exist that are just made up for whatever, Discord Aragorn. Here comes the king. Okay, whatever. Now we got the Queen of Numenor. I'm trying to make sense of something from Tolkien's perspective that does not make sense. And you know what? I won't lie, it's irritating the shit out of me.
Well, Daryl explains why the goo was gone, Arwen. The goo was gone on his face because he swallows.
Well, then he must have licked his face with his tongue or something too, because it was totally missing. Totally missing. And shit like that bothers me. I'm like, okay, at least if you're going to do a show that's bad, at least have some continuity to it.
Project Storytime, and he messaged me. We miss you, Josh. He messaged me before the show. And he's how the peasants get past the orc army that were at the village that the peasants went to. How were they not seen? How did the orcs come up that road to the tower? And the only way down from the tower to the village was the same road that the orcs came up.
Good question.
No,
We don't know.
How did the villagers get past the orcs while they were going up to the tower? And then they bring the tower down. And Joker brings that up. If they can pull it down the tower, couldn't they just collapse the bridge? Oh, wait. The script needs the plot tab.
It's
So
just there's no
stupid.
excuse for it. If it was at least good writing, then I could say, okay, Tolkien, forget Tolkien. At least it's decent writing. But it's not.
Well,
Yes,
I'll-
6. Look, I do. I admit. I watch some cheesy shit and I enjoy it. Not everything has to be, blockbuster, award winning for me to enjoy it. I'm a simple woman. Okay. I just want to be entertained, but I want my entertainment to make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, it breaks my brain.
None of this makes sense. No,
Damn
it
near
doesn't.
everything in this episode was done purely for shock value.
Hey,
Purely
Smudge.
for shock value.
Oh yeah, he's been very judgy. Every time I watch it, if he's on my lap, I'll say, "Oh fuck, what is this?" Or "Oh shit, Oryx, third age." And he turns and looks at me like, "Are you going to continue bitching, or are you going to watch the show?" It's like, "No, I'm going to continue bitching and watch the show." God, I don't know. That's not too much to ask, is it? Just make it make sense, y'all. But it doesn't, and it's irritating.
But it's not difficult to write a battle. And if you don't know how to write a battle, you do some research. But no,
Well, they fired all the researchers and they
Yep.
fired all the Tolkien experts.
Tolkien experts, yeah, the scholars and everybody they had that knew
Wow.
anything about the lore is gone.
Let's make a show about Tolkien lore and fire all the lore experts. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
On any world, does that make sense to you? Oh
I
my
just
God.
want- I
And
just want people to say, yes, Amazon, yes, we'll do that. Yeah, sure, no problem, we'll do that. And
we'll take it. I don't know. And Adar's whole St. Crispin Day speech to the orcs, brothers and sisters, and yeah, yes, father. I'm like, fuck off.
yeah.
it was
And
still
what about
better
when
than
he?
anybody else's speech, though.
Yeah. What about when he was talking to Galadriel, about Sauron and how he gutted him or whatever?
Oh, God. No. But I wasn't bored. I'll give it that. I wasn't bored. I think I was laughing too hard to be
Talking of
bored. But
geography,
okay.
how did Halbrand know where Adar was going to be, or Adar, whatever it's called? Because Galadriel was chasing him. Halbrand was in the village when she set off. And then all of a sudden,
Yes.
he just magically appears
In
in
front.
front of him and trips his horse up.
Yes.
Because
Thank you.
because Halbrand's Sauron.
Yeah, but well, he knows the area very well because that's where he's from, supposedly. The Southland. That's his domain.
True. Okay. All right. Say benefit of the doubt. Say that's the case. Okay, say discount Aragorn knows the land and the shortcuts. Okay, the distance though, and the time frame from when Benjen Stark over here took off,
Mhm.
and then insufferable twat took off after him, to when still not king was looking there and watching, and then got on his horse and then had to do a sweep around to cut him off. The time frame just doesn't make sense. He would not have reached them in time. Not to get way in. It wasn't just like he ran through the woods and then did a 90-degree and turn around and cut him off. He was coming from the opposite direction with yards to spare. So how the hell did he get there?
Well, I don't have as big a problem with that, strictly because you don't know what the trails are like. The trails might circle around. There's all kinds of different ways about that. That's a minor complaint as far as all the rest of the crap, like flying elves and everything else.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, Dave Bob, but I disagree. At this point, no quarter given.
No quarter given.
No quarter given at this point. They are so inconsistent, and it is so blatant, and I'm so fucking annoyed.
It's ineptitude. It's ineptitude. It's ineptitude in the writing. I can forgive some of the performance if they're being directed to act like this. I mean, it's just like if you're told, listen, you need to act like a completely insufferable twat. Well, okay. If that's how you want me to act, apparently Galadriel, the woman that plays Morfydd Clark, didn't act like a completely insufferable twat in other films, but that's how she is in here. So if that's how she's being told to play it, by God, that's how she's playing it. She's doing a bang up job because none of us can fucking stand her. Every time she comes on screen, my eyes speak volumes for me. I bet they do, Precious. I bet they do.
My
bet
precious.
Yeah.
She contorts her
She's doing the
face
job.
like Gollum does. So that's
Yeah. Did you guys see the deleted scene at the end of this? Did you watch past the credits?
No.
Oh yeah, there's a scene of her on the boat looking into the water and her reflection looking back saying, "Nobody likes you."
You don't have any friends. I'm dead.
No wonder she has to have therapy after every battle scene.
oh dear God.
How did he even know to pull the switcheroo? Oh, he read the script.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Okay, you've got what the hell's his name?
Douchebag McGee.
The young boy. No, the son. Fuck, what's his name? Theo. Okay, he's sitting there, right, and you got Cool Ocean coming up, and they're having that heart to heart, and then he's like, "I feel lost. How did it make you feel?" Powerful. And then okay, so let's give the item that he is becoming Gollum over, let's give it to him. Well, you have to release it, give it to them so they can throw it into the water, and then he walks away like any kid is not gonna go, I'm gonna keep it, this makes me feel powerful. I'm like, what idiot would do that? I'm gonna give you the object of your desire that's turning you into have bad thoughts. Here you go. I'm going to give it back to you. What the hell?
Joker, have a great one, brother. I'm sorry, your break's over so quick, but have a great one, brother. Thank you for dropping in, my friend. And Undead Ramen says, I dare y'all to turn this into a drinking game next game. Every time we say unsufferable twat, somebody's got to take a drink.
We don't end up in hospital.
Oh, God,
Too early in the morning.
Yeah.
Too early in the morning.
How did crotchety old man get the sword? That's what I want to know. When did he sneak in and
Didn't
get
you
it?
see when Adar was sitting there right before they come charging in? He said, I've got something for you to do. And
okay. I got you.
That's where I knew something was
Mount
going
Doom
on.
was created with the turn of a sword, King Arthur style. Stick it in the stone, give it a twist, and we got, I guess, Mount Doom. I don't know.
Water does not a volcano make.
Nope.
It does in this show.
Yeah. And I love the way it was running through all the orc tunnels and come spewing up out of the ground and everything else. Oh man.
Oh my god, that's like totally why they're digging the tunnels. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. All you fools who were like, oh my god, why are they digging the tunnels? Oh, it makes perfect sense now. They needed the water to like totally get to Mount Doom. Suck a fucking bag of dicks.
And not gummy dicks.
And not gummy dicks either.
Yeah. And that volcano was just as dormant as fuck. And then all of a sudden you put a few million gallons of water in it and it erupts like Mount Vesuvius.
I was literally watching it like, what am I watching? What is this? This is water.
Yeah.
Running into
Oh my, yeah.
Evil water, y'all. It's evil water.
Oh my god, like totally water plus lava equals volcano eruption because science! I tried to do it in my best Bree voice, Josh. I hope I was successful.
It's a sonar in space, and now we've got water.
They pulled Brendan Fraser Journey to the Center of the Earth, used steam to reignite a volcano.
Okay. It made just as much sense then as it does now.
Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast, who's been a member for 18 months and is a warrior of Midgard, says, has been a while. Hail, amigos. Hail, Man of War 665, brother. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Let's see. Steam. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Steam creates volcano.
I'm going to say one thing, okay, about the actors of the show. And because many, many moons ago, that was my profession. And it was my dream to actually get out to Hollywood, become, an actress in that regard. I was one here in Georgia, but I wanted to branch out. I wanted to go there. And who knows, I could have just, if I had stayed in there with Georgia being as it is, maybe I could have done something with it. But thank God I changed my mind. But I don't have a problem with actors in general because that is their job. They are hired to do a job. I don't fault them for that. If they're in a shitty show, hey, they're getting a paycheck. They're doing what they're paid to do. Okay. That's why I always refer to people as they're just working actors. That is their job, to go in there and do what the director and the production crew wants them to do. So I do not fault them. Now, when they open their mouths about stupid shit, that's a whole nother thing. But just in the role as a performer, I got no beef with that. It's not easy to do that. And an actor's dream is to get a good, meaty role. That is every actor's dream, is to get something that's successful. So those that are performing in this show, more power to them. It's not their fault that they're getting such shit to work with. And, I've heard some people say, well, how could they do that? This is not Tolkien. How could they go and slander Tolkien like this and blah, blah. But by the very state of them being there and performing, again, more power to them. They're working like everyone else.
And
God.
Many of them probably wouldn't question it, especially if they're newcomers as well.
Yeah. And they don't have luxury to always get the script beforehand and read it. Usually A-listers will get a script, be able to read over whatever part of the script they're giving, and then they can make a decision. Do I want to do this or not? When you're just trying to work from paycheck to paycheck, you don't have that luxury. You're told, okay, I've got a job for you. You've been, you either have an audition or you've been hired for this role, and you go and you do it to the best of your ability. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes we get rings of power. It is what it is. But
whoever, the writing's one thing, but whoever is directing it to be like that needs firing.
Yeah, you got to do what the director says. And this director, Jesus God.
Yeah, and the director's got to go by the script. So, it all comes back to the writing.
It sure does. And it just frosts my tits that they are calling this Tolkien. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I just can't stand it.
And with 6 episodes in, there's 2 left to go. I do not care about anyone, and I said this in the chat. I want them all to die. Let's Mount Doom, kill them all.
Yeah. Well, that pyroclastic flow, if this is not some kind of a dream or something along those lines, there is no way anybody survives that. That is Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii level of destruction. Nobody gets out of that alive.
Yeah. And Galadriel got the full force of it. So is she going to emerge like Daenerys Stormborn, naked with 3 dragons clinging to her body?
No, she's going to be covered in Cheeto dust.
I'm just waiting. I don't. And Redhead fan made. She says, do they also pay them to defend the show? It depends. If it's a production tour, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Defending the show the way a lot of actors do nowadays, that is more of a modern thing.
Yeah.
Where, they get out there and if there's any kind of wokeness involved and they spout the wokeness and blah, blah, blah. And that is more of an ego new thing. That's a trend.
Mm-hmm.
We know for a fact that Disney had it in the contract for Last Jedi and for the last movie, whatever the hell they called it, that when the actors were on tour, there were key things they had to say about the movie and they could not be negative at all.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a breach of contract. So yes, they are paid. It's part of their contract to spout nothing but goodness about a show and not talk about any of the negativity that could happen behind the scenes. McKinney draws $5 super chat. I don't know, guys. You're making it sound like this is must-see TV this season.
No, it isn't. It really isn't.
It's good to, Misty 3K it, but
yeah, McKinney, it is. It's must not see TV.
But you sit there, just scratch your head like, this got past how many people, how many script editors and executive producers, and ain't the people that work on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul that are on this. Like, how? Surely they know what a good script is.
They can't get it though. 4 writers for this episode, 4 writers for the last episode. When you have 4 people writing 1 episode of television, that's when you go, shit, something is wrong. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with a movie. When you have 4 or 5 writers on a movie, that's when you go, oh shit, what the hell happened? Something happened.
Yeah, you have to have a main storyline by the head writer, and then it's just tweaked after that. It's not something that you can do by committee. That never works.
Mm-hmm. There was one thing that I did like, and damn it, I wish I had written it down because all the mess that came after it just jarred it. But it was something Bronwyn said about when Theo had nightmares, that she would tell him something about, and I'm paraphrasing, but this shadow is just for a passing time. Mm-hmm. And, think of something beautiful and something light, and then the shadow can't follow you there. Mm-hmm. I did like that. Because I used to do something similar with my kids, not with the shadow and the brightness and blah, blah, blah. But, when they would have nightmares, I'd have to go in there as a mother and soothe them and calm them down. And even today, to kind of embrace that philosophy. A lot of times the shadows of our lives are for a passing moment. Some moments are longer than others.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a guy. I just told him, shut up. Ain't nothing in there.
It was nice to see her acting like a mother, considering she just keeps abandoning him.
I know. For that moment, I was like, okay, that moment struck me. I can actually say I appreciated that. I thought that was a cool moment. Because whether you're a parent or just trying to get through this bullshittery of life, that's something good that we can remember. The shadow is but for a moment. There was always something good around the corner. Look for that, embrace that, and maybe it'll make that shadow moment a little less shadowy. I thought that was cool. So I will give that little tiny bit of writing props. But then all the other shit came and it washed it away. And I'm like, oh my God, is this my shadow? The rest of this episode?
The rest of this series.
Oh,
The shadow is only fleeting. Search for the light, and the shadow will not reach you.
yeah. I mean, I thought the principle behind that was kind of nice, but then it's like, oh shit. And then you got these orcs running around supposedly like vampires being burned in sunlight. I didn't see any of them being burned in the sunlight when they were in the sun running after the villagers. Like, where's the burning? Where's the cape around your face? What's going on here? Inconsistent.
Yeah. So bugs me.
And squash.
I just love
Daddy, there's a monster under my bed.
Pulls out a claymore sword and stabs it through. Now there's a corpse under your bed, little one. Sleep tight, pumpkin.
I love that.
I just love the way Bronwyn Sports Bra, whatever her name is, looks so fresh after having an arrow through her and cauterizing the wound. 30 minutes later, she's up and just fresh faced. Looks like her hair's all in place. Nothing wrong.
She hit those Southlands beauty spa right before she came out. 5 minutes. That's all I need.
Everybody is dirty, grimy. Not them, and even the elf, the Cool Breeze, is still clean shaven.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still got that fade haircut.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
in Southlands barbershop.
How long has it been?
Be
How
careful.
long has it been since all this started?
I have no idea.
Days, weeks,
Crime is all
Nobody
over.
knows. It was supposed
months?
to be all
I mean, how
tied
long-
together it was supposed to be all tied together by the comet guy falling to the earth. I mean,
You don't just jump on a boat in Numenor and sail for a day's. Oh, we're going for a day sail to Middle Earth.
Apparently
Really?
you do. Just
and then get from the coast to the interior on fresh horses running flat out, right to the right place. Out of all the places, of the whole continent, you hit the right beach within how many miles of the place, and you arrive in the nick of time. Yeah.
And why did they have Galadriel leading that instead of discount Aragorn when they were going to his land?
Yeah.
It was his land. You think
Because
he
it's
would
got-
be leading
it's
the
got
way?
To be a woman.
Oh God.
And all the women are stupid. Mate, all the men are stupid in this as well, but considering the women are supposed to be so amazing, they're all idiots as well. Like, none of you can lead, none of you know what you're doing, and you're just horrible to everyone around you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And what was it the Queen said? I heard it was all you, Bronwyn. You are a leader. You are a leader among leaders. I did not ask for it, but it comes to those. That was just.
I've been watching Game of Thrones as kind of a palate cleanser. Aside from the pooched 8th season, but those first seasons are just wow. And think of how the women are treated in that series. We've got Brienne of Tarth, you've got Cersei Lannister. You've got even Gilly Rose, Samwise's little Gilly, his little Gilly flower. Okay. She doesn't pick up a sword. She carries a baby for most of the time that you see her, but she is tough. Yeah. She knows what's going on. You've got freaking Arya Stark took down entire House Frey. And her only thing was, tell them when people ask what happens here, just tell them the North remembers, and then walks out. Nobody even knows at that point who the hell did it. Look at the comparison of the way those women, those characters are treated. Badass women, all in their own right, all different roles, all different approaches to life, all of them badass women. And then we got insufferable twat. We've got sports bra.
Well, we know why.
Queen, who I don't even. What the fuck is she even doing there? The Queen of Numenor.
Well, we know why, Arwen. We do know why. I just got information. We just got information backstage. This is from Daryl the Derelict. This is what they are eating for breakfast in the writer's room.
Oh, God, Twinsie.
This is what they are eating over at the writer's room for Wangs of Power.
Oh, God, it's a twat waffle, y'all.
You are what you eat.
God, I can't even look at it. Oh, my God.
You are what you eat at the Rings of Power. And apparently, they're eating a whole bunch of twat waffles. Bikini tries.
With a side of tiny Vienna sausages.
Oh, bikini draws. Makini. God help me. Makini. $10 super chat. I can relate to Dave Bob, but boy, ain't no monsters in your closet. Get your butt back to the bed.
Ain't nothing there.
Thank you, Mac, so very much.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you, everyone, for your member chats, for your super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla, and this one's just for you, y'all. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. God, when you would rather watch a Seth MacFarlane movie that is absolutely fucking disgusting before you would watch an episode of Wings of Power. It is not Tolkien. And they shouldn't even be allowed to put Tolkien in any advertisement. No J.R.R. Tolkien, no nothing. This is heresy at the highest level. We only have 2 more episodes. This was just, they reignited the mountain of Mordor. If it even is fucking, it might be Chester Cheeto Mountain. You have no fucking idea at this point. Because,
well, we know it's going to be because they haven't got any originality.
Not at all.
they
It's
have
gonna be
absolutely
spewing
no-
out. It's going to be spewing out mithril all over the place.
Oh, and what did you think about Sauron's dead? I killed him.
Yeah.
Lies.
Wah, wah. Yeah, no.
We know who Sauron is. The stop place. I'm really curious in a really like morbid way of what's left for them to ruin. Because as far as I know, there isn't any more battles in the next 2 episodes. It's just talking and feelings.
What about it when Adar's sitting there laying on the ground and the king, whatever Halbrand or whatever his name is over him? Do you remember me? Nope.
Yeah, that was. I did actually enjoy that. No,
I laughed
I'm like,
a little bit on that.
I did too.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't tempt them, Starry.
You know,
Arwen got it. Don't tempt them, Starry.
God.
You must understand that through the Rings of Power, I have a desire to do good, but it would use me for a terrible SJW purpose. God help me.
Y'all. Mm.
I hate to use the word, but it's like I can see Tolkien going, whatever you do, Bezos, don't go woke. They won't like it. It's not a good idea. And then they've got the Harfoots like, you know what we need to do? We need to take their wheels and fucking stab them all to death. And Tolkien's like, you know what? Fuck you, Amazon.
Yeah, this is not Tolkien. It's not.
Well, next week you're gonna get a double help and a Harfoot. You got to.
no.
Think what it think too on the prowl.
Unless they get into the path of lava and all die, I don't care.
No, you know that
eat them too.
you know that they're gonna completely ignore lore, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna get almost to where they're going, and it'll be the fucking Shire, and you'll hear na 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 na,
Oh God, no!
and that's
Don't do
not
that,
how they
Loki.
get to the Shire.
Well, they got to tie Gandalf, not Gandalf, in there somewhere. I mean, you know, Nori's little Frankenstein boy, basically her pet at this point.
And not Gandalf will be shooting fireworks as they get to the Shire. He'll be shooting fireworks. Oh.
But he kills fireflies. You're not bad. You're good. You're not
No.
my peril.
He can speak, Firefly.
Yeah.
He can. I don't know where. I don't know how they're going to wrap this up. I really don't. But damn.
Favorite part of the show, worst part of the show, rating. We'll start off with Arwen and go around.
All right. Favorite part was, again, you know, sports bra with the whole, you know, shadow and light and blah, blah, blah. And when Adar there, you remember me? No. I love that. I was like, all right, I'm behind that. Worst part of the show? God. From beginning to end? I mean, pick a point. Pick a point. And rating, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to be very, very generous because I was not bored. At least I was watching and laughing my ass off. I'll give it a 2. I'm feeling generous today. I'll give it a 2.
He's generous.
Yeah, Starry knows. She knows my ratings.
Sorry.
Best bit, Adar, because, you know, he's a competent actor. You know, that line was funny. And, you know, he cares about his oaks more than anybody cares about the people.
You're right.
Worst bit, just everything. Just it was like the writers watched the Two Towers and were like, right, we're going to do this really shit version of Helm's Deep and the flooding of Isengard. And then we're going to make it all dark so it's like Game of Thrones, The Long Night. It was like everything thrown into it. And I was just laughing. Rating wise, I'm going to give it a point for Adar and a point because there was no Harfoots in it. So yeah, 2 points.
Nice.
Oh, the best part when everybody died at the end. The worst part, everything else.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 1.5, and that's because the Harfoots weren't in there. There goes the 0.5.
All right.
Argue with that?
I can't argue with that. In fact, I'm going to agree with a lot of what everybody has said so far. It's going to get 1 point because the black goo that was coming out of the orc's eye was trying to get in Cool Ocean's mouth, and he was like, no, not in the mouth, no. I don't swallow. I spit. I don't swallow. So it gooed all over his face. It's going to get 1 more point for me because there weren't any Harfoots in it, and they are a absolute, that's fucking blasphemy to everything Tolkien wrote about the hobbits. Oh my God, they're like proto-hobbits. Shut the fuck up.
Proto-hobbits.
We're the fucking proto-hobbits. Like, Loki, you don't know. No. The hobbits never, ever in their past ate other fucking hobbits on a fucking trail, stole their fucking wagon wheels, left them for dead, or fucking barbecued them because, hey, you know what? We love you and we're not going to leave you behind. So we're going to barbecue you and carry you in the back of the wagon.
You'll be with us always.
You'll be with us always in our fucking intestines.
Now I'm going to take a shit and get rid of you, boy.
Dead.
Time magazine states that in the new Lord of the Rings series, Rings of Power, the hobbits are carrying around 55 pounds of undigested hobbit in their bowels. God help us all.
Did you see that IGN article that's giving it 10 out of 10?
Oh,
Boy, you talk about shilling for a living.
They called it a masterpiece.
Can't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
masterpiece.
Do you think the check cleared for Amazon?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. IGN sucks balls. IGN sucks everybody's balls. All you have to do is give IGN a check and yeah, they're sucking.
Wow.
Oh well, we know we're going to that Hamptons retreat this year. Oh yeah, IGN is the dog shit of game journalism. Yes.
A masterpiece.
So
of
it's gonna get a 2. It's gonna get a 2 for me. 1 point for no hobbits, 2 points for squirting Cool Ocean in the face. Him trying not to get it in his mouth. I don't want to get it in my mouth. Not in the mouth. Not in the mouth. And I mean, I couldn't help but laugh my ass off watching it just squirt out of that motherfucker's eye over
Oh, that was
and over.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, it's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. I got my mouth. Oh my god.
And they've pitched this as a family show. What? It's Star Trek Discovery all over again.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't you see the guy running off when it's like squirting in Cool Ocean's mouth? Didn't you see the laundry guy running off? Oh my god, it's squirting in his mouth. limp wrist laundry guy. The village laundry
so
guy.
he must have been the one that ended up at the cabin with Theo and the women and children.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He can't handle it squirting in his mouth. Oh no.
I'm like, I'll never get this stain out.
Oh my god. This is why someone asked me earlier. Someone was like, why do you watch this shit if you guys can't? Because this right here. Having fun, laughing about this. This is why. This is why I'm here. This is why we're still doing this. Because if we can't laugh about it, by God, we're gonna end up drinking bullet bourbon every morning.
Yeah.
And having no
Great.
liver left. Not having a liver anymore. So oh God. All right. Well, I think the general consensus is a 2.
Yep.
A 1.75 to a 2, something around there. 2 points. God help this show with the last 2 episodes. I can't. $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Money's just not worth what it used to be.
Show me the money.
The most expensive television show ever produced.
Throw me a little bit of that money and I'll go over here and take a dump in the corner and it'll be just as good.
God help us. Guys, and if you aren't subscribed to the Legendary Tron, head over there now. He's pushing his way to 500. I think he only needs 3 more to get to 500. Let's get him to 500. If you are not subscribed to Legendary Tron, get over there today. Check out his content. He's absolutely wonderful content creator. He's been over on Twitch, but he's making that push to YouTube. And he needs your help to get to 500. So let's see if we can't get him to 500. Chris Persia put the link in chat. Those are also links for Arwen Avalon, for Starry-Eyed Girl. Not for Dave Bob, though, because the motherfucker won't make his own channel.
Oh, wait.
He's like, nope.
Yeah.
Too much work. I'm an old guy, and I've done all the work I need through my life.
Oh my God. But I want to thank the panel this morning. Thank you. I want to thank Josh, Project Storytime. Tron just hit 500. Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. Well done, Tron.
Fantastic.
Heck yes.
Loki has 2,000.
We do have a 2K celebration today.
Woo.
I hope everybody can make it. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Should run for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. This is for me to thank all of you. I want to thank my co-hosts over the last couple of years. I want to thank the people that have been there for me, the people that have fought, the people who are part of Valhalla. This is all about you. So hopefully you guys can be there. 2K celebration, 5 p.m. I'm going to try and have as many former co-hosts on as I can to say thank you. Thank you so
Hell
very
yeah.
much for helping make Valhalla what it is today.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Damn straight.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thanks
We're going
for
to get out of
having
here.
all of us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of this. We're getting out of here, guys. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. We will catch you guys on the next Rings of Power review next week. There's only 2 left. So take care, everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
y'all.
Bye, everyone.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.